Eric was looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approached with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next for Varl Kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guess. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guest arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the great hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? No, Eric, I've done enough already. No, what is it? If you happen to smell our guest down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spare of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. All right. I think I can do that. I think I can do something like that. There's all the crazy boats. I actually like the animation, of them coming by and how they so nicely hit up against the dock like that. This game has really nice animation. So it's like, actually, if I were to describe the art style of this game, it's much like, God damn it, I did that thing with my mouth again. Arthur and the Stone? Oh god, old Disney movie. Very old Disney movie. But that's the kind of art style I kind of imagine it to be. So, Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grofhem, abundant in purpose. Gods, Wubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there is Wagner, there must be Håkon. Must there? Oh, look at this guy. This guy with his crazy beard stuff. I like him. I like him. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yawks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Dorunder demands it. Wait, what? I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofhem. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arberang. In fact, I am going to butcher a lot of these. And glad for it. Haken motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how we make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Håkon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Håkon. Then you're going to Grofhem. I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away. But, let's be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Man, this prince just... Apparently they do not like him. Where is Mulger? Håkon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading to meet up... I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mulger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all of the world that... Wait, what? Wait. My brain just kind of died. Sorry, guys. Ludin looks for all of the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofhem should be more interesting than most years, you think. Oh, so... Yeah, so it kind of seems like, I don't know, this boy, Ludin, kind of just seems like he's going to be a prick. And, I mean, he is. But I guess we're going to have to tag along with him for a little bit. I guess I can't complain too much. It's more people. So, weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Håkon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke of so highly. I guess for your guys' sakes, I should probably do these. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually weighs you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. Yes, you're with Wagner. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofhem with my guards. Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? Oh. Oh, why? Oh. I don't know. Because we're going that way, dickhead. I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital we crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. Jeez, what do you want? I want you dead now. Automatically. I just want you to die. I just want you to die. Just to introduce myself, I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. Here, let's do that one. A Varl historian. Haha, don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been a road a while, I'm afraid. Luden takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Argbrang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofhem to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Basically, you're all like, I've had enough of this kid's bitching, I'm gonna leave. And you do. Alright, let's go talk to Håkon. Scrivener! You find Håkon in the mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Håkon waves you over. You went straight for a flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yak's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. What? What is a yak's fart? Why does it last long? That's even weirder. It's not too late to start trying, Håkon. Håkon lets slip of a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to get back to Grofhem. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Sounds good to me. Let's get this on the road. Let's go sleep at the Great Hall. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here. A while later, Luden and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mauger steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. I think we're ready, because we don't have another choice. You follow Mauger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely, because we have a large group of very huge giants passing through. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but that's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand as well as a whole, you think. Alright, I think we're good now. I think we will begin our journey. Depending if they talk or not, I may shut my mouth so you guys can hear it. But like I said, this is kind of like Oregon Trail, in the sense that when you have a big caravan and you need to travel from one place to another, you literally do this. And then stuff will happen randomly on the roads, and you get choices, and it affects, you know, your morale or renown or whatever. So, hey look, Vedrafell. Nice little town, not too far away from a... Oh, hey. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mulger, cracking open mead casks, from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Oh, okay. So we get to drink a little, drink a lot, toast to Wagner. Let's actually toast to Wagner. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Luden's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Wagner. Chat with Wagner. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. Oh, he's drunk, so it's not even a conversation. Boy, looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Mulger, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried, then he asked me to clean up this mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you, too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens with this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Arang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hawken. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Haha, don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your meat instead of replying. Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but this. Pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. I always have. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily, the campsite of casualty of merriment. Wagner is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin, always a pleasure. You look well rested? Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard stare in return. How long to Grofhem? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. So, just a warning to everybody, this game, it does have a lot of just, like, cutscenes and talking, but then again, I guess this game, you can say this game's much more like I don't know, like a visual novel? If you know what those are, anime and manga fans. So this is the world map. Click and drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also click on any location. Oh, I almost died. Click on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, click the X at the bottom of the screen. Alright, so this is the map. So I will show you exactly just how big this freaking map is. What is this? The cardinal directions. Early did mankind begin sailing up and down the coast, but also out into the vast, searching for new continents. Of the many secrets that the early sailors learned was the sunstone, which helped them to deduct the direction they were sailing, even with the sun shrouded behind the clouds. Well, that's cool, I guess. So here is the map. This is a goddamn gigantic map. And I almost feel like there's going to be even more down in this direction. But basically, from what I see, is like, here's Grofhem, the place that we're going to, and here's the two mountains that we apparently have to pass through. And here we are. So you can imagine that this is going to be a very, very, very long travel. And if that long travel means, like, that includes all of these crazy areas, then, yeah, that's gonna happen. Here's Aberang, the human settlement. So yeah, that means that, you know, there's gonna be a lot of traveling and a lot of time wasted on traveling, I should say. And once again, if, like, it comes down to it and nobody really wants to watch this game, I won't make that many videos of it. I just want to give you guys a taste, so maybe you'll check it out yourself. But then again, maybe some people want to watch it. We head north, then east past the forts. Grofhem's far from Strand, going to be a long march. Should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Skrymerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrymerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Ludin exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke at the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Ludin's got a shorter wick than Hawken. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Verdefell if we're lucky. So yeah, seems like Ludin just like makes everybody angry. So this is the camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During the travel, you can enter camp at any time by clicking the camp button on the travel HUD. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Click leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back on to the road. I'll click the hero's tent. I really don't want to do these things anymore. Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. Click on this to learn ability. Sundering Strike, this is what he does. His animation. Basically, he just breaks stuff. I don't know. Is best used when carefully positioned to impact as many enemies around the target as possible in a single strike. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, it's just, yeah, I think we understand that. I want to get out of here. This button. Actually, he got a promotion. Yeah. The greatest warriors on the battlefield are those who live past their first battles to start a journey down the path to legend. Build higher stats, increase your item rank. Okay. Yes, it costs renown. Okay, so I got 2 points available. 2 points. I think I want to put them in strength. Period. Yeah, strength all the way. Totally. He's like my heavy hitter. I kind of have to, I feel like. Let's get out of here. I'm done with this tutorial. So we got rest, training, and leave. We might as well leave. I mean, nothing else to do. So. Oh, now we have good morale.
Winterfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
That voice actor sounds a lot like Parthenax. And if you know who Parthenax is, he is the kind dragon at the top of the mountain in Skyrim who helps the Dragonborn. So, I don't know. Just a observation I made. By Hardborg, there's a lot of varl for some missing cattle. What? A couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boy's seen men up at the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Scaflings out here, maybe? Could they have varl working for them? Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you got. For hundreds of varl? Are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up. Hear that? Where's Ludin? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Haken takes off at a run. Oh boy. Now it comes this point. I don't like these guys. Alright. So, these dudes over here, these nasty, large robotic guys, are called Dredge. And they are terrifying. But let's just do the tutorial, because it won't let me do anything else. Clicking on any tile will automatically make a path, but you can also set waypoints. So click once to make a waypoint. There you go. Now confirm the move. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Press tab or click the top right banner to compare your stats with the enemies. Now click the enemy to target. So 8, 10, 15, 16. So doesn't look very good. And it's going to force me to click this one. So it's going to deflect. I can't do anything else about that. Deflect attacks do no damage. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armor. Damaging both strength and armor is equally important. Yes, it is. And he is dead. He just got messed up. Okay. Alright, so first actual kind of big important fight. I am not very excited for this, so let's move here. I probably would like to have the music on, but that's alright. I'm going to use 2 willpower to break down his armor as quick as possible. Yeah, I really kind of want his armor to be just gone. Get my shield bearer up here, and the turn. This dredge is going to move up. Okay. So far, it's not looking too bad. Let's just do 6 damage. There we go. Boom! Ow. Jerk. I can do 2 more. I can actually use 2 more willpower to make his armor even worse. Yeah, I think I will, actually. Okay, he's going to try and come up and attack me, which will succeed. And I will come up and attack this guy. Come here. Go. Move. I forgot these dudes are, like, weird. You're not getting through my armor anytime soon. Yeah, you're really not getting through my armor anytime soon. Could do Tempest. I think I will, actually. Boom. You are running. Why are you running? What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? What are you doing? He's like vibrating his sword. What the hell? Okay, well, I'm definitely not going to let that continue. Goodbye. Whenever an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower stat is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to the active ally. Okay, well, that's cool, I guess. Please, just keep fighting that dude. Whose turn is it now? It's my guys. Probably should do strength damage. Just so he can't hit this guy as hard. Yeah. Then, boom. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. 5, so that will kill you. Goodbye. Pillage. I feel like that's kind of like the fatality of this game. But, you know. Boom. Done. Done. You guys are done. Sit your ass down. Victory. Your foe's lying dead. Oh, okay, fine. Rewards. So going off already got promoted again. And we got 7 renown. Sweet. Not too bad. You're trying to get yourself killed, Luden? What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. You never seen a dredge before, boy? What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hawken goes to where Wagner lays face down. Oh no, Wagner! The future Varl king lays motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Well, that's great. Wagner's dead. Chapter 2, Cut with Keen-Edged Sword.